Namaste, everyone. The theory that Salman the Persian was the hidden architect of Islam and the real initiator behind the Prophet Muhammad is a revisionist pseudo-historical claim that lacks credible evidence. It's primarily propagated by fringe theorists seeking to explain the origins of Islam through alternative narratives, often to undermine its authenticity or to portray it as an amalgamation of foreign influences. Let's analyze this claim critically. First and foremost, for the uninitiated, who was Salman the Persian? Well, he was a well-documented companion of the Prophet Muhammad. According to Islamic tradition, he was born in Persia and grew up in a Zoroastrian household. Dissatisfied with Zoroastrianism for whatever reason, he converted to Christianity and later sought the final prophet prophesied in Christian eschatology. He eventually met Muhammad in Medina and embraced Islam, becoming a devout follower. He is credited with advising Muhammad to adopt Persian siege techniques such as digging a trench during the Battle of the Trench in 627 CE. What's the significance of all of this? Well, Salman is revered in the Islamic tradition as a symbol of the universality of Islam, showing that it transcends the Arab ethnicity. But the pseudo-historical claim is the following. The revisionist theory posits that Salman introduced Zoroastrian and Persian elements into Islam, such as dualism, apocalyptic themes, or even certain rituals, mentored Muhammad, or even played a pivotal role in crafting the Quran, and was the real mastermind, in quotations, behind Islam, leveraging Muhammad as a public figurehead. These claims often stem from speculative reasoning and lack primary historical sources to support them. Here's why this theory falls apart. Lack of evidence. There's no historical or textual evidence that Salman played a role in initiating or crafting Islam. Islamic sources consistently portray him as a later convert rather than an originator. The Quran's structure, language, and themes are deeply rooted in the Arabic linguistic, cultural, and religious milieu of 7th century Arabia, not from Persian traditions. The timing of Salman's conversion. Salman the Persian joined Islam in Medina after Muhammad had already been preaching for more than a decade in Mecca. Key Islamic doctrines, including monotheism, the 5 pillars, and the Quranic revelations, were established well before Salman's arrival. Islam's Arabian context. Islam's core principles are firmly grounded in the Abrahamic tradition, particularly as inherited through Judaism and Christianity. For example, the concept of monotheism or Tawheed and prophethood mirrors Jewish and Christian ideas, not Zoroastrian dualism. Rituals like the daily prayer and fasting reflect pre-Islamic Arabian and Judaic practices. The Quran explicitly critiques polytheism and Zoroastrian dualism, making it unlikely that a Zoroastrian convert like Salman would have inserted such elements. Islam's development as a local movement, the Quran's language and themes, such as its focus on Arabic poetry, tribal laws, and Bedouin customs, reflects its origins in 7th century Arabia, not Persia. The socio-political and religious challenges addressed in the Quran, such as idolatry, tribal conflict, and the role of Abraham, are all distinctly Arabian. These are the misinterpretations of Persian influence in a nutshell. The post-Islamic Persian contributions, while Persian culture significantly influenced Islam after it spread, for example, above all, during the Abbasid Caliphate, this influence came long after Muhammad's time and does not suggest Persian origins for Islam itself. Salman the Persian's role in Islam's early years was as a companion and advisor, not as a theological architect. Zoroastrianism's limited impact. Zoroastrian dualism, the one between Ahura Mazda and Angra Mainyu, and cosmic mythology, differ fundamentally from the strict monotheism of Islam. Claims that Islam borrowed such ideas are speculative and not supported either by Islamic sources or by Zoroastrian ones. So what are the motivations behind this theory exactly? Well, let's start with the Orientalist and revisionist agendas. This theory often aligns with Orientalist or anti-Islamic narratives seeking to portray Islam as a derivative religion rather than an independent theological system. The focus on Salman as a Persian outsider can be used to delegitimize Islam as an Arab religion. There's also the sectarian agendas. Some anti-Sunni polemics, particularly from fringe groups, use Salman's Persian identity to claim that early Islam was infiltrated by foreign influences. There's also the desire for simplistic explanations. Revisionist theories often appeal to those looking for a hidden hand or secret origin story behind major world religions, even when such claims are unsupported by evidence and basically just Da Vinci Code style conspiratorial hogwash. So what is the conclusion to all of this? The theory that Salman the Persian was the hidden architect of Islam is baseless and relies on speculative reasoning rather than historical evidence. His role in early Islam was significant, but as a follower and as a companion of Muhammad, not as a theological or political mastermind. Islam's development is firmly rooted in the cultural and religious milieu of 7th century Arabia, shaped by local traditions and Abrahamic influences. Claims to the contrary are more reflective of modern agendas than historical realities. And this is where I end my dissertation. Thank you for watching.